Okay, time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so I may stumble over my words moving forwards, and apologies if the quality is not that great. This is the best I can do. This is yet another Eurovision 2024 related video here on my channel, and another in my sporadic series titled What We Know So Far, where I go through everything we as Eurovision fans know so far about the upcoming edition of the ESC, which next year will take place for a third time in Malmö, Sweden, at the Malmö Arena, which hosted in 2013. Malmö previously hosted as well in 1992, and next year, the dates for your diary are Tuesday the 7th, Thursday the 9th, and Saturday the 11th of May. Right now, it is September the 1st, and we all know what that means. Yes, it's time to go back to Hogwarts. Yes, it is that, very exciting times, but it is also Eurovision New Year, essentially, where any song that is performed or released from today is eligible for next year's competition. For all we know, somebody somewhere has uploaded a song onto YouTube today, and that could be a Eurovision entry, or at least a national final entry. Who knows? We will just have to wait and see. Long-time viewers of my channel will definitely recognise that I am not in my usual location of my bedroom. Instead, I'm in a different bedroom. I am on holiday for the next week, and I had no intention of filming a video for my YouTube channel whatsoever. But I actually filmed this whole video yesterday at home, and then afterwards realised that I didn't even mention Belgium, who had announced their artist for next year's show. I felt like an absolute fool, so I deleted the whole thing, and instead I'm filming it now, simply to get it out of the way. Hopefully the quality is not too bad. I'm absolutely aware that I have a bit of a washed out look to me at the moment. I had to adjust the brightness. Hopefully it's all fine. Anyway, you're welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment, leave a like, share the video, all of that good stuff. And many thanks to everybody who saw my video recently where I discussed the future of this channel. I will be taking those comments on board, and I will be making adjustments when necessary, I suppose. I will keep you updated on any major alterations. So, Eurovision 2024, let's not go through too many of the basics because I discussed them last time. We know that there was a bidding phase. It was all a little bit hush-hush. Stockholm had 3 venues in contention and still didn't get it. They had the Friends Arena, which hosts the Melfest final every year and is the home of Sweden's national football team. And it's huge, perhaps a bit too big for Melfest, perhaps a bit too big for Eurovision, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. But anyway, the Stockholm City Council wanted it, and then Taylor Swift came along and said, "Aha! I'll take it over in May. Thank you very much." So that probably put the kibosh on that venue winning the bid. Then we had the Tele2 Arena, and I think what happened there is the football teams that play there didn't want to relocate for a month. So, to that. And then there was also talk of this temporary arena, which was going to be constructed in one of Stockholm's ports. In the end, too much cost, never happened. Gothenburg was in contention, but the venue, which hosted in 1985, is due to be demolished and a new one's going to be built, so it was all a bit up in the air there. And then Örnsköldsvik with the Haglunds Arena, a little bit on the small side. Did it really meet all of the logistical criteria? I don't really know. In the end, wasn't chosen. Malmö just waltzed on in and said, "Aha, we'll do it again then, seeing as nobody else can." And so it is Malmö 2024. Lovely stuff. As of right now, 28 nations have said that they would like to take part in next year's contest. And we will get the confirmed list of participants later in the year, if not at the start of next year. I'm not entirely sure when this announcement usually comes. It doesn't really matter. We will find out at some point. The nations involved so far are Albania. They will once again be using FIC, which takes place around Christmas. Austria, probably internal. Azerbaijan, probably internal. Belgium will be represented by Musty. What a great name that is. His real name is Thomas Mustin. He's 32 from Brussels. He is a judge on Drag Race Belgique. He's released 2 albums that made the top 5 of the ultra top charts. He's also an actor and been nominated for Most Promising Actor at the Magritte Awards. How about that? So he does a bit of everything, to be honest with you. He's also been in movies and other TV stuff, and played Benvolio in a theatre production of Romeo and Juliet. The man can do it all, but can he win the Eurovision Song Contest? I don't know. We'll be finding out his song in February. Cyprus. They were going to have a national final, I believe staged in Greece. A little bit dodgy, if you ask me. The EBU stepped in and said, I'm not too sure about this, we don't want fisticuffs. So Cyprus are going internal, and apparently they have an artist lined up. They've signed on the dotted line, and we will find out who that is by September the 10th. So in a week's time, pretty much, we will know the Cypriot representative. Very exciting times. Could it be a certain Eleni Ferreira? If you ask me, no, because I believe she wants to represent Greece instead. Anyway, we will find out very soon. Denmark, DMGP is coming, and as somebody said on Twitter very recently, 10 shades of vanilla is probably coming our way. It's a big year for the Danes because they've been poor for a while. No final since Love is Forever. Love is Forever. Let's stop that now. 2019. It's been a while, and I always seem to like Denmark's entries, but nobody really roots for them. I'm not even sure Danish people root for themselves anymore. There's only one thing for it. Emily de Forest. Last time in Malmö, she won. Would she do it again? I don't know. Maybe get her as a songwriter or a mentor. That would be a very nice idea. But yes, Denmark, it's a big year next year. Estonia, they'll be back. We love it. Finland, I believe the submission period has closed for Uuden Musiikkikilpailu. February next year is when we will be finding out who represents Finland and taking over from Karja and Cha Cha Cha. Will we get something as show-stopping as that? It's a tough act to follow. But I imagine interest in Eurovision in Finland right now is through the roof. As for France, I don't know what they've got planned, but they need to bounce back after this year's and last year's disappointment. Germany, wow. What can they do? I think somebody needs to come along and take the contest by the scruff of its neck. They need a big name, I think. A real star. They need Lena. As for Iceland, well, they'll be having their national final Söndagsöppning in March. Ireland, God only knows what Ireland are going to do. Will they have a song in their national final in their own language? Pah! I doubt it. Cowards. But they need to absolutely change everything, because the Late Late Show, that format, it's not doing the business. It's just not doing the business. And I have a very, very bad feeling Jedward might try again. Can't say I'd love that, but then again, they'd probably make the final. As for Israel, they are using their national final format, if you want to call it that, which they haven't used for a while, I think. Hakok Chaba. And I believe that starts very soon. Italy, San Remo is back and will last 500 bajillion years. It begins in February, and I believe the final is this date here, February the 10th. It is the last year with Amadeus overseeing it, and I believe there's been a few alterations to how the whole format is going to work. It's Annalisa or bust. That woman must represent Italy at some point, if you ask me, because she is one of the best singers on the whole continent. But, let's be honest, Italy could send anything and probably finish in the top 10 next year. They are that good. They are the kings of the ESC at this moment in time, if you ask me, along with maybe Ukraine, perhaps Sweden at a push. As for Lithuania, they'll be back. Luxembourg will be back. There's already been auditions in Luxembourg, and I believe there's more stuff happening very soon. I'm not going into this in great depth. You probably know about it anyway, but the Luxembourg National Final will be on January the 27th, and it's going to be streamed online. Malta, they haven't got a damn clue what they're doing. They've got semi-finals which are live, multiple shows. Oh, I haven't got a clue. And then the final is pre-recorded, music videos, probably filmed in some back alley in Valletta. I haven't got a clue what the hell is going on here. But anyway, January is when that all gets going and concludes. Brooke, Destiny again, Michaela Patch, Ryan Hilly. Maybe it's time. Oh, what's her name? Gaia Cauchi. She won Junior Eurovision for Malta years ago. I think she's in her early 20s now. Give her a call. Come on. Moldova, yes, they'll just do whatever they like. It's probably time to get Sunstroke Project back. Netherlands, they are going internal, which I think is a wise move. It's rock or bust, heavens above. If you ask me, if I was in charge, I would be looking absolutely for rock-type entries. Take that risk. Have a gamble. We will find out the artist and apparently the song by Christmas. Norway, MGP, February is when we will find out the winner of that particular event. And I think Kano are coming back, so they're probably going to win. I don't think Ulrika will try again so soon, but you never know. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Alexander Rybak comes back. Portugal, they're actually going to be performing at Eurovision in Sweden for the first time since Malmö 92. How about that? Festival de Canção will be in March. San Marino, they're sticking with their tried and tested format, fair play. Serbia, no doubt a national final at some point. Spain, Benidorm Fest, it will conclude on February the 3rd. Hopefully plenty of great songs there. Sweden, Melfest of course, big deal. We may be getting the cities where it's going to be staged, all of the heats and everything very soon. They have changed the format again, so the second chance round, oh man, there's some sort of vote. I'm not going into this in great depth. It is what it is. Sweden just love to tinker with things, and somebody needs to tell them it is not flat pack furniture. Keep it as it is. But it is what it is. Switzerland, no doubt internal. Ukraine, details have been released recently about what they've got planned for 2024. National final Vidbeer in February. I think the Hard Kiss will be there, which of course is Julia Sanina's band. That could be a big deal. And the UK, no partnership with Tap Music anymore, so we could find ourselves squarely in the gutter once again next year. But we must push on. We cannot go back to the dark days. There's a lot of pressure, in my opinion, on the UK next year. And I'm very excited to see what we do. I'm excited to see if the BBC have learned a damn thing. We will find out in due course. We probably won't get the artist or the song until March. We're usually one of the last countries to get things going. And in what I think is pretty good news indeed, the semi-finals will be on BBC One next year as well, after they were successfully on BBC One for the first time for the Liverpool show a few months ago. Several countries have said nothing yet. Czechia, I think they'll be involved. Greece, most likely. North Macedonia, fingers crossed they'll be back. Poland, possibly internal. They should just give it to Margaret. There's rumours that the voting system could change, more power to the public. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. I don't trust the public one bit. We will see. There's talk about banning AI-generated content. I'm all for that. I think they should reintroduce fully live vocals. Absolutely. There's talk about the running time being reduced. How would that happen? Would they scrap the flag parade or the interval acts? I don't know. There's also a little bit of talk here about the semi-final allocation draw. That's really about it. But of course, more controversy and drama will follow over the coming months. Hopefully, Bulgaria might come back. There's talk Monaco could be involved. They've got a new broadcaster now. Monaco's a pretty rich place. They could afford to do it, surely. And if Luxembourg can come back, Monaco certainly can. What else is there? Montenegro, I don't know about them. I think they should come back because the song and artist I think that they were going to have for Liverpool, that sounded pretty promising. So, same again? I don't know. What we do know is Andorra, Bosnia and Slovakia have said thanks, but no thanks. And of course, Russia and Belarus will not be involved either, for blatantly obvious reasons. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. And somehow I have kept this video to a quarter of an hour long. I can't quite believe it. But really, that is everything we know so far about Eurovision 2024. We know plenty more about Junior Eurovision 2023, which will take place in Nice in November. Heroes is the slogan. And we know some of the artists, and there are other national finals happening as and when over the next couple of weeks. And the UK are back, Estonia are involved. We just love that. We love Estonia, or at least I certainly do. So I will be making a video probably before the end of September going through Junior Eurovision, because I'm really not on the ball with it. Probably because I'm a 30-year-old man. I am not the target audience for that show, but I have every intention of talking about it on my channel at some point. As always, feel free to check out the links in the description to my other social media pages, including the Instagram page I co-run with my good friend Peter, rajc.esc. We are hoping to change that up a little bit moving forwards. So watch this space, I guess, or watch that space rather. And that's it from me. I need to rest my voice. It has been a very long day. I've been awake since 5 AM, so I think some rest is what the doctor ordered. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on anything I've discussed today. Hopefully the quality wasn't too bad. This is almost certainly going to be the only video on my channel from this location. And until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe of course, and bye for now. Let the Eurovision 2024 season begin!